Hey friends, I am your friend Balu Power. I would like to welcome you all to my channel Dawn of Design. So guys, from the previous video what we have learned about projection. So we have taken an example of a duster, how the duster is going to be projected with respect to the different planes we have seen with that, and also with respect to the different positions. So here actually we are entering into the angle of projection, that is the system of projection. In that the first one is a first angle of projection. Why the name the first as a first angle of projection is taken? So we'll come to know. You already seen in engineering, also in a school days you have learned that there are four quadrants. That is, I can take here as a just an example, the first quadrant, the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant, as well as this is the fourth quadrant. So with respect to this quadrants, we'll be starting with the first quadrant as a first angle of a projection here. So here for a first angle of projection, I have taken an arrangement with respect to the planes. So the arrangement consists of a planes. The planes that named as a plane of projection, vertical plane and horizontal plane. Just observe, these three planes are perpendicular to each other. So however, for a projection I have taken example as a duster in a previous video. Here I am going to take a different example. Object, the object that has got a view like this. So engineer has taken a very beautiful example, that is a frustum of a cone. So this object is nothing but a frustum of a cone. So cone usually appears to be something like this, with a sharp tip. So the frustum of a cone is nothing but that the cone has been cut at somewhere else at the center. And one more thing, the question appears here is why engineer has taken only the cone as an example. So why he has taken the frustum of a cone. So in this video only I am going to tell you later about why he has taken a frustum as an example, frustum of a cone as an example. So coming here, so however the plane of projection, angle, vertical plane and horizontal plane has been placed here. Friends, now I am going to place a frustum in a first quadrant. So with respect to this one, I am taking a frustum in a first quadrant. I define the frustum as an object. I name this as an object. So we have to view the object from different positions. So for you and me, I take this as a front view. So I am considering this to be as a front view. Okay, and from the side I place an observer. So this is an observer. This view we can call it as a profile or side view, viewing from other side, that is a side view. And taking one more view, that is from the top view. Just observe, the object is placed in the first quadrant exactly at the center, at the middle. So it is in between the observer and the planes. Again, if you are taking to the other side, it is again in between the observer and the plane. Again, taking from the top view, it is placed exactly at the center middle. It is in between the horizontal plane and the observer. So in a first angle of projection, the object is placed in between the plane of projection and the observer. Okay, so going here, so you are going to look the object from the front view. This object is going to be projected on a vertical plane. So how it is going to appear if it is projecting? So what you can see from the front, that is a front face of a frustum, front face of an object. You can view this one. The same front face that is going to appear on a vertical plane. So it seems to be something like this. The front face. What you are seeing, that is a front face. Means from the front you are seeing the front face. So this is I can consider this as a front view. The next, you are looking an object from the side view. The observer viewing the object from the side view. What he can see, what the observer can see, the object, that is nothing but this side of the face he can observe. The viewer can observe the side face of a frustum. So that the object is going to be projected on a plane of projection. So that is a plane of projection. The object is going to be projected. So that I can take this view as a side view. I just name this as a side view. So next, viewing the object from the top view, the observer first can see the smaller diameter of a circle, then he can view the major diameter of a circle. Means the concentric circles are going to be appeared. They are going to be projected on an horizontal plane. So that is a smaller diameter and as well as a major diameter. So that is a, I can take, you are viewing from the top view, that is a top view of an object. So this is actually that we have projected, that's it, on a vertical plane, on a horizontal plane, on a plane of projection, how the object is going to be seen from the different views. Okay, so now what happens here is, the most important thing is how to position these views. How to position these views is a question. So positioning that views, you need to unfold the planes. Now the planes are exactly perpendicular to each other. You need to unfold the planes, means you are going to unfold like this. Okay, so we are going to take that one, how the objects are going to be appear on a planes, or how the objects are going to be positioned when you unfold the planes. Friends, to do the unfolding of a planes, I am going to take a demonstration by taking an example of a book. So here, so I have taken a diary concept. So with respect to this diary, consider the faces that indicates the vertical plane, horizontal plane, and here with respect to this one, the plane of projection, and again vertical plane. With respect to this one, again to the other side, this is a plane of projection and this is a horizontal plane. So how this you are going to unfold? So you are going to unfold from the vertical plane to a horizontal plane, making it a straight, and so from vertical plane to the plane of projection, and again you are going to make it a straight. So I take here, if I consider the plane of projection and a vertical plane, here the front view is projected, here the side view is projected. So when you unfold this one, the plane of projection, what happens? The side view comes beside the front view. Here is the front view, here is the side view. So the side view comes beside the front view. Similarly, if you take the vertical plane and the horizontal plane, on a vertical plane the front view is placed, on a horizontal plane here is the top view is placed. When you unfold this one horizontal plane, when the horizontal plane comes downwards, below the front view there is a top view. The top view is present here. The top view is projected on a horizontal plane, however it is below the front view. So similarly, when you come here to the other side, that is a plane of projection and the horizontal plane, here the side view and here the top view. When you unfold, what happens? The top view comes below the plane of projection. So that what happens? From below the side view, that is a top view on a horizontal plane. So what we are doing here? So we are taking the vertical plane and horizontal plane as well as vertical plane and a plane of projection. We are going to consider. So what happens when you consider that one? I am going to place here to the other side. I am just going to write, here is a front view. That I define, here is a front view. Similarly, beside the front view, there is a side view. This is a side view. When you unfold a planes, and below the front view, that is a top view. That is a concentric circles, that is a top view. So this is actually how we are going to position. So the next question, very important question comes here is, which side view it is. The side view we have taken, which side view it is actually. The observer looking the object from the other side, what he can see, this face he can see. However, you have viewed the object from the front view, the front face is projected on a vertical plane, that is the front view you have taken. Similarly, he is looking the object from the other side, this face he can observe. So, if you take here the right hand, that is the right hand side of the face is projected on a plane of projection, that is the position is a left hand side. So that the right side face is projected towards the left side. So I can take which face is this? Only face you are going to consider, that is a right side face. That is a right side view is projected left side. That is a right side view. I take here also right side view. So the top view remains as it is. Just observe where the bottom view is placed. Suppose think that consider you will be looking the object from the bottom. How it is going to appear? First you can see the major diameter. So where it is going to be projected? On top of the front view. So first the major diameter. There is a one more diameter, but from the bottom it can't be seen. It can be taken in the form of a hidden line. That is a bottom view. Is a bottom view. The next, where the left side face is placed, left side view is placed. The left side view is placed towards the right hand side. So again the trapezoid, right hand side, that is a left side view. This is how we can place position the first angle of projection views. Here is the front view, right side view, left side view, top view, and as well as the bottom view. So guys, these views, suppose think that you have got a drawing sheet. In a drawing sheet there are so many views that are placed. So you need to identify which angle of projection is this. The views that are placed on a drawing sheet, which angle of projection. These are identified by using a symbolic representation. The symbol for a first angle of projection, I consider here the symbol for a first angle of projection. So the symbol denotes something like this. So I have taken the first only the question, that is why the engineer has taken the example frustum of a cone. So frustum of a cone is something like it is a time saving, and the object is placed exactly parallel to the planes. Also here the cone that represents in conical form, here we can take the same cone. When you unfold the object, unfold the planes, the object that is going to appear with respect to the planes, only those views we can take. So this is how the first angle of projection demonstration we can carry on. So guys, I hope you understood the first angle of projection by placing the views on planes with the different planes, vertical, horizontal, and a plane of a projection. And this is actually the position of the views. Friends, now coming to the system of projection, in that is a second, which means third angle of projection. In a third angle of projection, I have taken an arrangement here. So at the third quadrant, here the horizontal plane remains same, the plane of projection here, and the vertical plane comes at the bottom. So vertical plane here. So taking the same frustum, the frustum I am going to place in a third quadrant, the frustum of a cone. I usually define as an object. So we are taking an object here. So for a third angle of projection demonstration, similarly for you it is a front view and there is an observer. Observer is not going to change the place, and the top view. If you consider, this can be as a top view. Okay. So for this I consider exactly opposite, that is a front view, the top view, and the profile, that is a side view we can take. So just consider, if you are viewing the object from the front, the object is going to appear on a vertical plane. So this time what happened with respect to these planes, the object for a third angle of projection is placed, it is beyond the plane of projection and the observer. The object is placed beyond the plane of projection, means if the observer is there, it is beyond the plane of projection and the observer. The object is placed here. So similarly for you also, the same thing, the object is placed beyond you and the vertical plane. Afterwards it is placed. If you are looking from the top view, again the same thing, first comes the planes, then come the object. So observer, plane and an object. So this is how the third angle of projection arrangement can be taken. So now, if you are viewing the object from the front view, you can see the front face of an object. The same front face of an object is going to be projected on a vertical plane in that is a trapezoid form. This is a front view. We can take the front face as a front view. Similarly, the observer is not going to change the place. If the observer viewing the object, he can view this side face. The observer can view the side face. The side face that is going to be projected on a plane of a projection, so that it can be appear, it is going to appear something like this. That is nothing but I can take, that is a side view. The object is projected, that is a side view. The next, if you are viewing the object from the top view, the object is going to be placed on a horizontal plane. What you can see first, these planes are exactly transparent. They are all transparent planes. However, they are transparent planes. What you can see, that is first you can see the smaller circle, then you can see the major circle. Means the circles are concentric again. So the same arrangement you are going again. So you are going to project this one, an object on a horizontal plane, and here too. That is the top view is placed on a horizontal plane. This is how the exactly position of an object, means on an planes. With respect to the planes, the object are being projected. So now coming to the actual explanation. Now we need to position this object. However, we have taken a position for a first angle of projection. So same position we need to take. So how this position will be taken? It is something like you are going to again unfold the planes. So which are the planes you are going to unfold? From vertical to horizontal planes you are going to unfold. Again from vertical to side plane, that is a plane of projection, you are going to unfold again. You are going to unfold. So I take an example again by taking a diary. So if I consider the diary here, now this time you got this as a plane of projection and the vertical plane. So if you unfold the plane of projection, what happens? The side view is placed beside the front view again. The side view which is at the bottom, it is going to be placed beside the front view. Here is the front view, here is the side view. Similarly, if you come here, the next one, this is a horizontal plane, this is a plane of projection. So if you unfold, suppose what happens, the horizontal plane comes upwards. So the side view is at the bottom only, the horizontal plane. On an horizontal plane there is a top view that comes at the top. So the top view comes before the on top of the side view. So next going to the actually taking explanation for a vertical plane and a horizontal plane. On an horizontal plane there is a top view, on a vertical plane there is a front view. If you unfold the horizontal plane, what happens? The top view comes on top of the front view. Means the front view is below the top view here. So guys, I hope you understood this explanation. So let's go with the position of an object. So if you take the position of an object, so I am placing an object here. This is a front view. So beside the front view there is a side view. Side view, and on top of the front view there is a top view in a concentric circle. This is a top view. So again the question comes here, which side view it is? If the observer is viewing the object this side face, means which side face it is? Again the right side face. Now this time the right side face is placed to the right hand side only. So that one we can take right side view. Again here I consider here is a right side view. Right side face is projected on a plane of projection. That's the right side view. We placed right side only. So coming here, where is the left side view placed? Left side view placed will be left side only. So this is the left side view. And where is the bottom view placed? The bottom view placed at the bottom. So again, if you are taking as a bottom view, consider there is a one more smaller circle because you are viewing the object from the bottom. You are viewing the object from the bottom. That's why first you can observe the major diameter of a circle. Then next you are going to observe the minor diameter into the hidden form. That is a bottom view. So this is how we can take the position of a third angle of projection. Again I come here. This arrangement. Coming back here to the drawing sheet, if you have a n number of views here and you want to identify the which angle of projection, that can be done by using that representation can be taken as a with respect to the symbolic representation. Symbolic representation how can we take? So for a third angle of projection, so symbol for a third angle of projection, here is a one view with respect to that one. There is another. So this is a symbolic representation for a third angle of projection. So we have taken the horizontal, vertical and the plane of projection. Again they are perpendicular to each other. When you unfold the planes, so we can position properly with respect to this one. So friends, I hope you understood this concept, the first angle of projection and the third angle of projection. So now one more question comes here. Why we cannot consider the second angle of projection and the fourth angle of projection? Suppose think that if I am placing a frustum here, somewhere else if I try to place an object, so what happens in the second angle of projection? The front view remains same, the top view remains same, whereas the side views that is going to be projected on a plane of projection. When it is projected on a plane of projection, that is a side view. So what happens? The side views are going to be overlapped. That's why we are not going to consider the second angle of projection. Similarly, if you place an object in a fourth quadrant, that's the fourth angle of projection again, the object. So the top view remains same, the front view remains same. When you come to the side view, again the side view is going to be projected on a plane of projection. Again the side views are going to overlap. That's why we are not going to consider the fourth angle of projection. Means the second angle of projection is eliminated as well as the fourth angle of projection is eliminated. Because already we are placed in a first quadrant, started from the first angle of projection into the first quadrant as well as to the third quadrant. So guys, I hope you understood this concept clearly. Friends, if you have any doubts related to the angle of projection, that is system of projection, which means first angle of projection as well as the third angle of projection, feel free to post in a comment box. Like the video, share the video with your friends who are in need. Support our channel, subscribe our channel Dawn of Design for more number of videos related to the basic engineering drawing as well as designing software tutorial videos. Thank you and have a great time.